Hey everyone, welcome back. So this video is going to be pretty short just because the setup process, it's not that difficult. The first thing we're going to do is we need to download something called the Eclipse IDE for Java developers. So just enter this in on Google and it'll be probably the first link you see. Click on it and then go over to this right section right here. So depending on the type of computer you have and whether it's Windows or Mac, just click the appropriate link and it'll start downloading Eclipse for you. I'm going to cancel my installation just because I've already installed it, but what's going to happen is you're going to get some kind of zipped file, you're going to unzip it and then install it as you would any other program. Once you're finished installing Eclipse, what you're going to do is you're going to search for something called the JDK. You're going to click here, and now the JDK, remember, it's the Java Development Kit. You need this guy in order to actually develop Java programs and for Eclipse to work. So you're going to first accept this license agreement up here. Then once again you're going to select the correct operating system and computer type that you have, and then you're going to download it by clicking on one of these links to the side. Then you're going to install it, just the same way you installed Eclipse. Okay, so once you've installed Eclipse, the next thing you need to do is open it up. And what you're going to do here, let me just close what I have open right now. What you're going to do is you're going to right click over here in this left panel. You're going to click New Java Project. You're going to name your Java project something. And let's see, I already have something called test, so I'm just going to do test 2. And then you're going to click Finish. That's going to create a Java project for you. And what you're going to do is you're going to double click or click on this arrow on your Java project and then open up this source file, this source folder. Now originally, or when you first do it, it's going to be empty. So what you need to do is you need to right click your source folder and now do new class. So your source folder is where you're going to be storing all of the source code for your Java programs. For now, I know that we haven't covered what a class is, but just think about it as a place to store your program. So let's just call your class, you can call your class anything, but let's just call it main. And once for me, I already have a class named main, so I can't actually go through and finish. But you're going to type in main and just leave everything else the way it is and click finish. Once you click finish, you're going to have a very, very simple class that's going to look like this. Now, I know what I'm about to write won't make any sense to you if you've never programmed before, but just copy what I'm writing and we'll go from there. This is just a way to test, to make sure that you've set everything up correctly and so that we can proceed with the rest of the course. So what you're going to do is you're going to type in system.out.println hello world. So this is just the traditional program that everyone writes when they're first learning how to program or when they're learning a new programming language. So you're going to type in hello world and then we're going to run it. The way you run it, by the way, is there's a little green run button probably in the left hand corner if you're on a Mac. You're going to run it and then you should see this output on your console. So the console is where we can interact with our program. It's where we can send the data and where we can read data from it. In this case, we're reading some data from it. The data is just saying hello world. If you get this output on your console, then you know you've done everything correctly and you're ready to proceed with the rest of the course. If it doesn't work, well, there could be a variety of causes, but the easiest way to debug why it's not working is to either Google your error or to just re-download everything. So download the JDK, make sure you're downloading the one for your operating system and for your computer type, and make sure you are downloading the correct Eclipse type. Everything should work fine, and once it does, we can begin programming. Alright, I'll see you guys in the next video.